best environment I've ever worked out in. The air is perfect. Big chillin'. I'm in Balboa Park, one of the most popular parks in San Diego. Everyone says you must see it. The bathrooms with it. These are what the standards bathrooms be looking like in these parks. Not the best, but I mean, honestly, it's better than nothing. So, we're about to see what this park all about. I can go ahead and tell you, I will be trying to walk over to these big, nice looking buildings from back here. Well, I wish it was a Sunday at 2 p.m. Beautiful design work.
Noticed right away as I began fulfilling this function, people would come in, you can open up self-release, and you can look around the cabinets and their eyes were gazing about 12 degrees.
This is Mike's media coverage. My mother prefers to call me Michael, and we are about to try and do our first ever interview with my microphone on. I don't know if the sound quality even sounds much better than the regular iPhone. If anything, I feel like it'll help with wind interference, disturbance, whatever, but it looks official, so here we go. I guess I'm gonna go find somebody to interview. Coles Mountain is supposed to be the tallest point in all of San Diego, so it should be a pretty good view of the city, but we finna find out. I'll tell you what though, this is by no means an easy 3-mile hike. Pretty freaking steep the entire way. But that makes it all the worth it. The more the height, the better the sight. So it just kind of makes the hike that much more worth it. To go through that struggling physical process to accomplish something it's worth seeing. You can see like all of the city from up here. It just goes and goes. We still got a decent way up. A complete 360 view of the city. Today's word of the day comes from Acts chapter 5, starting with verse 12. Now many signs and wonders were regularly done among the people by the hands of the apostles. The people held them in high esteem. And more than ever, believers were added to the Lord, multitudes of both men and women. The people also gathered from the towns around Jerusalem, bringing the sick and those afflicted with unclean spirits, and they were all healed. So the apostles healed people with unclean spirits. Unclean spirits could mean demon possessed, and many people were demon possessed in stories from the Bible. But regardless, your spirit is just what directs you, right? And so if you're doing things that are unclean, you have an unclean spirit. Hey, do any of y'all want to answer some questions for a YouTube channel? Hey, George. Hey, Goose. All right. I just want to see some of y'all's thoughts on life and society. All right. What's your name, man?
Alejandro.
All right. Where are you from?
Like where I was born?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, Tijuana.
Okay. So where do you live now?
Oh, San Diego.
What's one thing about society today that disturbs you?
Maybe how teens are changing.
I was born in LA. I live in San Diego now.
Mike's media coverage, right on.
Yes, sir. All right.
Well, being outdoors is great. It's a great place to be outdoors. San Diego, good view, it's fresh air. So yeah, man, that's a deep question. I would say
All in all, this is one of the favorite hikes I've ever done. This view is truly awesome of the whole city, and finally doing a couple interviews for some content to drop here was just fun. So yeah, I would highly recommend this if you're ever in San Diego. The highest point of San Diego in which you can see 360 around you, Mount Coles. Coming down is always awesome, and this one particularly, because you're just looking down at the city the entire time on the way down, and you can go slow as you want and just taking the view. Some people just are sprinting down here, like they ran up and they want to run down too. Not sure that force of slamming on the way down is worth it, the shock on your knees, but whatever, you do you. I mean, I'd argue it's just a better overall experience to just take your time on the way down. Cruise up if you want, push it, but on the way down, that's when you get to enjoy the journey for what it was worth, the taxation of physical exertion up here. And now you get to just take in the city and the sunshine. This hike was brought to you by Take a Hike Mini Mart. Gotta love these gas prices too. We are at Pacific Beach, closing out the day. Gonna dip in the water. It's a pretty popular beach. Got the big dock right here. So here we go. The water always feels rejuvenating. It's Pacific Ocean. It's golden hour. About to go ask somebody a question for a little interview action, so here we go. What is the best part and the worst part about living in America? Hey dude, would you like to answer a couple questions for a YouTube video?
Sure, I'm a little nervous about what you're going to ask, but
It's a basic question.
I know that's kind of controversial nowadays to say that, but
Will I give you my phone number? Yes.
I appreciate
Am
it.
I free tonight? Yes.
All right, that's not what I was asking, but I appreciate it.
So what are you asking?
23 from Philadelphia.
The small spots almost always just slap. Shrimp burrito action, amazing. Valerie's Taco in San Diego. And if you're in San Diego, come get a taco or burrito. I got a burrito. Or get anything, I'm sure it's all good. I mean, it wasn't expensive, so boom.